the truth has found a difficult road before it in this entire affair. And it is made worse by fans of the Athletics who are consistently insisting on not reading, rather than what fans should do if you're really upset. File a lawsuit. If you're upset, sue. Okay? And I say that in big, fat letters. Sue. Sue the Athletics, sue the city of Oakland. I recommend sending sue in the city of Oakland. I'll tell you why. Because, first of all, suing the Athletics is a tough road, because on what basis are you going to sue them? They told everybody they were going down parallel paths. They copied the best parts of the NFL's approach that was used to get the Raiders out of Oakland and Las Vegas, and they took out and removed the worst parts of it, which is basically the hubris that the Raiders and the NFL acted with respect to Oakland, which basically let them do it and didn't respond until the late Godfather Grizz and Forever Oakland, together with Ray Bobbitt, forced them to change their stance. That's what happened. Were it not for the late Godfather Grizz and Forever Oakland, rest in peace, the Godfather, it's a fact, there may not have been a lawsuit. Okay? And not just Godfather Grizz. Other folks who are involved in that. Breen Dixon, excuse me. I think to a lesser extent, unfortunately, Dr. Death, he was kind of in and out of that. And the list goes on. It was a large cast of characters that were involved in that. But you don't have that equivalent this time. What you have are A's fans collectively communicating the idea that they're fighting for their right to party. In other words, hey, as reflected by the reverse boycott, this is about our desire to maintain this place where we get together with each other. And that's that. It's not, hey, we are really fans of the organization to the point where we will do anything to make them stay, including filing a lawsuit against both them and the city. That has not happened. And it's not like there aren't lawyers within the bunch that can do that. There are. But I'm being absolutely blunt with you. Fan bases, when they really want something to happen, move the institutional needle. They don't make themselves fodder for media like what's left of the online print media and broadcast journalism in the Bay Area, or broadcast media, not so much journalism in the Bay Area. But that's what's happened. And that's happened not just to take us out of the situation regarding the A's for a moment. That's happened with a lot of efforts that people thought they were making progress with. Well, let's take Occupy Oakland, which was really the first stab at this problem of greed harming our society and high rents and everything else that we've talked about since Occupy Oakland's inception in 2011. All right? Look at the number of riots that occurred in Oakland. What did they achieve? They achieved nothing but viral videos, let's face it, for media that needed money to get, from the clicks and hits and engagements. That's a fact. That's the only organization, the new media approach, or those that practice, including me, all right, that benefited from it. That is it. The only time that we've had a wrench toward change, similarly but interestingly, was after what happened to George Floyd, because we saw it. That was the one time that engagements, hits, and views equaled social change and had to be at that level, but for a level that impacted even going from the BART shooting all the way up. You can make a powerful argument that society hasn't changed as much as it should. I'm making that argument. And the people who make those fixes and change think that what they are doing on social media is enough. And they don't file lawsuits. They don't band together. And they spend their time looking for enemies on social media. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? Okay. You see what I'm getting at? You've been had, A's fans. You've been used. Your ability to get together en masse has been used against you. Allowing you how? Allowing you to expend your energy, thinking that you did this one thing and that's enough, and there's going to be change, when in point of fact, you got nothing. You got the mayor using you because you don't understand government, so you think that as long as the mayor makes an appearance or says something and winds up in the publications you feel are important, she's done something. When in point of fact, when you actually begin to look at the pictures, you find that she didn't take the people to see the commissioner who could get the job done. She took, among the 4 people, 3 from the mayor's office staff. And I'm not talking about people who are in economic development, nope, or the city administrator, nope. No, we're talking about her communications director and her chief of staff and herself. And the 4th person was the project manager, Molly Mabry. That's it. That's not collectively the group you take to say, hey, we can build a ballpark. But the majority of you as A's fans bought it hook, line, and sinker. All right? You bought it hook, line, and sinker. And you continue to. Oh, that's just Zennie talking. Hey, I don't care. Just spell my name right. But I'm also correct. Okay? You've done nothing. Nothing. Nada, zilch, to effectively, truly move the needle on this. And guess what's happening with each passing day? That's right, the passage of time. There is one organization that has the incentive to get through this in a timely fashion, and that happens to be the Oakland Athletics. Not you. You're busy. You've got kids to take care of, relationships to maintain with your husband or wife or significant other. You're living your life. You're not paid to do this. But Dave Cobble and company are. And John Fisher, that's his investment. They have a reason to be involved in it, as does Major League Baseball, which desperately wants to get out of the bad situation that Oakland is in because Oakland has shown no desire to change itself. I've said this over 37 years. I've seen enough, including what I experienced privately this week. Oakland is in gigantic trouble on a scale never before seen. Huge. And with that, I will get to your comments here.